What is up, YouTube? Uncle 40 here. I just wanted to bring it to everybody's attention that Wendy's plus me is full Orcust combo. So let that sink in for a moment. This meme has gone on for far too long, but we be out here. We gotta support the thing. It's also free spicy chicken sandwich now available if you download the app. Really? Alright guys, let's dig on into this discussion, shall we? Alright, well it is Monday morning, and with this I have a metagame update for everybody. I'm going to be blatantly honest with you guys, there hasn't been a lot, and I did promise, if you guys give me some likes on this, I'm going to go through and we're going to do a whole breakdown on rogue meta decks for the month as I get time for them. We're going to talk about everything, by the way, so that is something I would say worth talking about. Now, in the metagame right now, there hasn't been a lot of movement, and I mean this in the best possible way. Everything is Orcust. Literally, Orcust, 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 and it's kind of infuriating, actually. I'm willing to almost make bets on the next ban list that we're going to do something to Orcust on the next ban list, but that's neither here nor there. We'll save that for another day. So one of the big things that was worth talking about here, Deception and his friend and Blair Hunter all topped this weekend yet again with Cyber Dragon Orcust. Blair is 3 weeks running with this deck, by the way, and you're probably referring back to the meme like, well, any two monsters is for Orcust combo. Here's the thing that really caught a lot of my attention, though, with this deck, and we have one of these running around at locals, too. So you basically can opt for second with the deck. You really don't feel bad about it. If you have to go first, well, you can still do things. But basically, a special summon Cyber Dragon contacts out with the opponent's main monster zone. You get free value. And if you haven't noticed, Mega Fleet value started going up as well. You might be past your window for picking those up now, but here's the big thing with these, alright? When you look at the way that this deck functions, you are a heavy combo deck, being able to contact out with the extra monster zone for free by this. You just special Cyber Dragon, you're like, chomp, 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 this is out of the way now. And then your next summon gets you a free monster. Well, that's free spot removal. That's free removal on Sky Striker. Their Sky Striker can't come back. If you're against Thunder, whatever's in the main monster zone is going to be an issue. If it's Colossus up there, okay, sure, you ate it out. Like, even against Orcust, it's probably Long Grease too. You can contact out with it. Sometimes it's other things. But, I mean, hey, free value, once again. And this deck just breaks boards. You've also got Machine Dupe for built-in OTKs, literally left field out of nowhere. And I think that only the really good players have caught on to this so far. It's definitely caught my interest for the most part, because when you start to see a trend, when you see somebody top a regional back-to-back, you're like, okay. And then when you top it back-to-back-to-back, you're just like, oh, maybe there's a rhyme or reason for this. So pretty high-key pushes right now for Cyber Dragon Orcust, at least movement-wise. Like, it's a very good going second deck, and I mean, it's pretty much adapted the traditional norm of Cyber Dragons. Plus, I mean, you have a good backup engine in a deck, which is Orcust. I almost say Cyber Dragons are the backup engine, but they're not. So, yeah, Cyber Dragon Orcust seeing more movement, actually. Now, in that same category, I'm starting to see that there's more Lunalight Orcust starting to show up in top cuts at events between the PPG and the regionals as of late. I've seen that the Lunalight combo has started to grow a little bit. Now, the thing with the Lunalight combo is these cards aren't hard once per turns. And when I did my rant video, everybody seems to think that I actually hate this deck. I just don't like playing against it. But at the end of the day, you have these unrestricted cards, much like Engage. But pretty much this deck looks to abuse its resource pool in pretty much the same way that Cyber and Orcust is. Both builds go for maximum value. You're using your cards to basically do your thing, and both decks are looking to OTK. When you look at Cyber and Orcust, you do the contact to break the board. When you look at Lunalight Orcust, your Boral Sword Turbo, OTK the opponent. So these are predominantly probably, I mean, obviously there's pure Orcust, and there are other variants as well to do things, but these have started to show up as the two biggest, I guess, combination builds, at least to me. Just these are the little things I've noticed, and we gotta love our little trends and things like that. Shout out to the trendsetters. You guys are the real MVPs. So that's our Orcust development. All right, now abnormalities coming out of this weekend. Our boy Asian Persuasion 2008 got 9th place at a regional with Prophecy spellbooks. And I'm okay, so I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think we can give Johnny anything at this point, and as long as it's a good deck, this man can top 32 with it, alright? Like, coming off of last weekend, he made top 32 with Noble Knights. Alright, it was also the same regional that we had Time Lords top. Not trying to discredit the event or anything, but think about that. We actually saw Time Lords, Noble Knights in top 32. And this week, this man brings it on home yet again. By the way, he bubbling out one slot off, just barely missing it. And here we are, talking about Prophecy in the year 2019. Like, Johnny is an insane deck builder, and it is crazy to see that this actually did something. So, yes, abnormality of the week going to Johnny over here. Like, why? How? How do you top with spellbooks in the year 2019? I would like, I was going to say I'd like to meet you, but Johnny, I've met you many a time. So, like, I don't know. That's crazy to me. Like, just let that sink in for a moment. Like, wow. Now, coming out of the PPG for abnormalities, Jeff Leonardo piloted what looks like a Mystic Mind burn deck. And I've looked at this list a couple of times. I'll probably upload it and cover it later in the day. But I've looked at this list a couple of times. I'm just like, did we really forget about Mystic Mind burn? Did people just stop citing for this? Because that's kind of what it feels like right now. I don't know if players just forgot Mystic Mind's a card, because Sky Strikers didn't forget that Mystic Mind was a card, but a Mystic Mind as a tech card is definitely, it's taken a back seat for this format. I mean, between tech choices in Orcust and evolutions and like your deck structuring, and then like you move on to the rogue section. I mean, I guess it was a matter of time until we start seeing these. Think about how to phrase this. It's a matter of time until like more rogue starts to do things. The format has been solved to a degree, yes, but rogue has a very good chance at doing its thing at the moment. I saw somebody evaluated the metagame, and they're the solid tier 1 decks, and you got like 2 1.5s, and then you've got everything else that's super good in tier 2. Well, tier 2, this format, and a couple formats back, tier 2 can topple anything in a regional level. And that's where the mentalities start to change. Like, yes, YCS level competition is much different than standard, but then you come into a regional, and regional level play has changed so much as of late that it's crazy. Like, once again, you have people like Asian Persuasion over here that are topping events with Noble Knights, Prophecy in the year 2019, and I'm just like, how? Like, I don't know, it shouldn't surprise me to see that Rogue's doing good, considering that 2 weeks back we had Stun top the Chicago Regional, and which we will cover, by the way. I'm very behind on deck list right now. We will get them up. Everybody can look forward to that. When people send in information, it's crazy. But yeah, Rogue Evolution is very interesting at the moment, and even the little Orcust evolutions too. I don't know. It's interesting. Congrats, Blair, once again, my man. You did it. Yay! Like, you're a good player. It means something. Same thing with Ed. Back to back to back for Blair and Ed getting the chance to come out and play some Yu-Gi-Oh. It's good. But what do you guys think about these interesting changes to the game? Comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and well, guys, catch you on the flip side. Peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.